Beyond the classroom, we rise and soar.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to BTC. I'm your host, Naris Valley, and this is Beyond the Classroom podcast. So, today's topic for today is mental health and student success. So, today's guest is a mom. She's a local artist and an entrepreneur. So, let's welcome Miss Free.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the introduction. That was so sweet. I appreciate it.
Thank you, thank you. So, Miss Free, tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm kind of curious to what's going on. You look beautiful, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
Thank you. I did this for you.
For me?
No, I had to do my hair, girl. But yeah, you basically said it. I'm not too like I'm just a mom, a God loving woman, love to express myself through art, different types of art, and I like working on my website and writing and reading, just like everybody else.
Okay, okay. So, Miss Free, I've been thinking about mental health. I don't know a lot lately because I noticed that in school, some people, I guess they struggle with it because sometimes it don't all everybody. I don't know how to explain it.
Take your
It's
time.
everybody don't be in like a strong mindset sometimes. So I feel like sometimes it be hard for like students, like the kids at school, and if you understand what I'm saying, it kind of be hard for them. So that being related, how does mental health impact a student's ability to succeed academically and personally? What you think?
Well, first off, I the first thing that came to mind when you said that is basically like, how does it affect you? Like, how does it affect any of us, like as adults? You get what I'm saying? And how do you expect someone who is younger and newer to this world to understand how to navigate their mind and also the things outside of that? So it impacts us a lot. The thing that doesn't get spoken about a lot is it's ignored,
Mm,
it's pushed off, it's
right.
diluted to something lesser. So it really does affect them. And I get what you're saying, because the crazy thing is, like, my son is going through that in school right now. And it's
Mm,
very hard to watch because it's the end of the school year and he's at a new school, and the teachers are blatantly, well, at least the one, she's like blatantly brushing him off. And
mm,
as a mother who's learning myself more about mental health and about my own things that I'm dealing with and
right.
the things that my family as I grew up was dealing with, I'm like, now I'm questioning our genetics. I'm questioning those things. But the part that I said earlier was, it's not spoken about and it's not taken seriously as it wasn't when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because if that was the case, I would know a little bit more about the like hereditary things with my family.
Yeah.
And I really think that there are some things that have been missed and overlooked. Of course, I am growing into some things myself, and I'm just glad that I'm catching it and wanting to be more aware and teach my son about it himself now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, matter of fact, that's see you hit it already. What's going on with the questions? You are hitting it. I like that. That's the same thing with my sister. She struggles in school and sometimes well she's doing other things too. Like she's doing ballet. She's doing track too. She just made a track team, so she's doing track. She just had um her first game. She did in second place, so she's a long distance runner. All that coming together and school, her being tired, just a lot of school work, all that comes to like the mental health, and I feel like it messes up like the kids' heads, and I don't know. I feel like it's a lot, and I feel like maybe the teacher should do probably a little bit something like that. Like maybe have them take a break, or I don't know, probably change something in the classroom. And then what you were saying about you processing it yourself.
Welcome to Kids Learning Adventures, where learning is fun and every day is a journey. From ABCs to 123s, animals to outer space, we make learning awesome. Parents love it, kids can't get enough. Hit that play button and join the adventures today.
So too, the parents gotta learn because also it's new math too. It's new math, new things going on too, and it's
Mhm.
like the parents are like, "What? We didn't learn that in school. That's something new. We don't know how to do this. So you gotta look it up." That's a lot on the parents' mental health too. So I feel like that's a lot. So it kind of goes
Yeah,
personally, academically at the same
yeah.
time. Yeah. So I definitely agree with it. Um, Speaking on that, what are the biggest challenges that you think students face today when it comes to mental well being, and how can schools help address that to them?
This one here is one that's been on my heart because I ain't never been like somebody to just go out in the community and just like sign up to be on a board or anything like that. I have my opinion like every parent has.
Right.
But I'm about ready to say, like, there needs to be a subject, like, there needs to be a class, there needs to be a moment in the day where the teachers are, like, talking to the students about mental health.
Yeah.
Like, actually, like, I don't know, like some type of class, like a psychology class. I don't care.
Yeah.
Put it in the middle school, put it in the elementaries. Like somebody needs to bring attention to it in the schools because I think the teachers are taking it very lightly. For example, like I said, my son's going through it. Me and him, we've been talking about ways to navigate this one teacher's class. And one thing I suggested to him was, okay, tomorrow just ask her like, can you sit at the front of the class so you won't get distracted since she says you're distracted, and he asked her and she said no. And I prepared him for that, right? I said she probably gonna say no, as you already expressed that you believe she don't like you, and I do too because I went to parent teacher conference and I can tell. But I'm like, I get it. But you in her class and she's the teacher, I talked to him. And then the next time, which was maybe a couple weeks later after parent teacher conference, which was 2 weeks ago, he raised his hand and he said, "Can you slow down?" And she said, "No, you just listening too slow." And the fact that my son spoke up and asked for her help, which he don't do that. Like he's one that won't ask for help. He will zone out. He'll finish his work as best as he could, not ask or say that he messed up or he think it's wrong. He won't ask for help. He asked for her help and she said, "No, you need to just catch up." He said, "You're moving too fast." She said, "No, you're thinking too slow." And that's why I have a meeting with the principal on Monday. But I'm saying, like, you talking to a 12-year-old this way,
Mm-hmm.
you get what I'm saying? Like this, and I told you when we went to parent teacher conference about him. I gave you the inside, as that's what parent teacher conference is. I'm telling you more about him. This is how he works. I'm trying to help you out. Now you tell me how he is. And we help each other. We figure out a way to work together. That's how I see it. But you literally just shot him down. It's not like you stopped him out of class and said, I couldn't stop because of this, and that. Let me help you in this way. She never did that. She just
Right.
shot him down. She never came back to him after teaching the lesson. She
Right.
just shot him down. So what I'm saying is that if in school they would just not ignore it and just be more aware of those things,
Yeah.
because as I be more aware of those things, then it would help a lot. Have more patience and understanding. And I
Yeah.
learned some time ago. This isn't like a thing that's just like foolproof or anything, but
Mm-hmm.
as adults, there is no such thing as adults. We are all still children. We're just older and wiser. So
Right.
put yourself back in their shoes. You don't know nothing about this world. You're learning from these taller adults, these taller
Mm-hmm.
people, these people who know more words than you. You're learning from them. Put
Right.
yourself in their shoes.
Yeah. That's definitely. Matter of fact, I dealt with something like that. In high school, the teacher, I don't know what it was, but knowing me, I have ADHD, so I tend to forget things a lot quicker than other people do. So I be needing a little bit more time on like tests or maybe even a lesson, maybe just write it down. But it was just one teacher in school. She did not let me I don't know, she went too fast when she was going through the lessons. And when I tried to tell, like you had said, your son told him slow down. She said no. My teacher said the same thing too. She's like no. And how I dealt with that situation was, I told my mom, talked to the principal. Now the principal was nice. I said that the principal was nice. He did not know that was aware, so I told the principal. We had a whole little meeting with it, and yeah, it was later solved and it got a little bit better. But yeah, that is a challenge too. Teachers, I don't. They hire who they hire, but sometimes it doesn't always work. The teachers got their own mind. They tend to forget that we are children, we are kids. At the end of the day, there's learning. Same way how y'all used to back in the day, learning in school to become how y'all are now. Like they tend to forget that. I don't know why, but I guess there's people being people. But I know that's definitely like the top one. I say that's like a challenge in school with mental health. The teachers. I said it. Another
The
challenge.
type of teachers, yeah.
Yeah, another challenge. I'll say maybe the people that have like disorders and stuff. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Like how I say I got ADHD. People with other type of what's the word? How you say is it
It's,
disorder?
I mean, disorders will be what they say. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
like
I can't remember.
mental health disorders, or like disability, or
Yes, there you go. That's the word.
yeah.
Disabilities. People that have other disabilities, it'd be hard for them too. And
Mhm.
yeah, that's another challenge. But other than that, yeah, and
Yeah,
yeah, they just need to. I feel like they need to pay attention more to that, and like you said, have a class for it too.
like
I
an
don't know.
empathy class or something.
Yeah,
Like
something like that.
something like that, like teaching you more about like controlling your urges, and I think it really just kind of ties, in my opinion, ties into more of a spiritual thing, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's why they stay away from it. But if they hired certain people, let's just go with that, but if you hired certain people, if you actually did the way that some of these apartment complexes do, they say no Section 8 allowed. Not saying that people with Section 8 are bad people. It's just people with Section 8, they aren't making a certain amount of money, so you never know what they're doing on the side. You know what I'm saying? You never know what else they got to do to live whatever lifestyle they have, because they have to, it's just certain things. If you do your background check and things like that on these people and say, okay, these are the type of people I want to hire. This person might be qualified, but that person has something that we need in this school. And they need to know what they need. And most of these schools need more empathy, more understanding, and more patience.
Yeah, most definitely. Cause like, it's a whole bunch of us that ain't got that, and that's kind of how they're I
They're
guess
running
becoming the
like
way they are now.
they're
Yeah,
running like prisons.
yeah, yeah. Now I see it. I see it
And
now.
even prisons aren't even prisons should be ran differently.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I ain't never been to prison, but see how TV and all the other stuff like that's how prison is. But
Hmm.
make believe and stuff. But I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. That comes to my next question though. How can we break the stigma around mental health in education and encourage open conversations among students and teachers?
Well, like I do with my son, I actually talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to him about it, because I didn't get that myself.
Right.
But it's starting to become a thing where I'm like noticing and observing in others and in myself. I ain't diagnosed or anything, but I'm, noticing things like, maybe if I treated myself this way, maybe that'll help me out. And I feel like that's just how it really is.
Yeah.
Disabilities and this and that. It's just people being raised in certain environments, being raised certain ways. So we have to, our brains create a way to work around it that works for us.
Right.
And this is who we are. We love it. We're gonna stay this way. So like if we have those conversations, then maybe my son can go out and talk to other children about it. I'm encouraging him to be an entrepreneur and to be out there and spread the word about things that's important to him.
Right.
So maybe teach the children also about how to stand up for things they believe in.
Yeah.
Mental health being one of them, because me and my son we're thinking about doing homeschooling now. Next year I am going to homeschool him. And it shocked me when I talked to him about it. He was like, "Yeah, I think that's a good option also." And
Yeah.
it was sincere. It wasn't like excited to just be out of school, even though
Right.
I followed up with it's not like you just gonna be out of school. You're gonna have to do all your home stuff too. Make sure your bed fixed, make sure you brush your teeth. You gotta do all that. And
Yeah.
you're
Like you
gonna be
actually
trying to
going to
do all
school.
that. Right,
Yeah.
you at home, you homeschooling. Like this is life skills that's being learned too. But
Right.
it wasn't like that. It was more of a, yeah, I think that's what I need to. Like he's starting to realize that school and these teachers don't care about him. Like not like I do, and he really do want to learn.
Yeah.
He just can't. It's the same thing with all his teachers. He zones out. He say he gets bored,
Yeah.
you know. So we
Right.
just need to make sure we be able to spread the word and teach the children to also fight for what they believe in.
Yeah. And it's sad. Like now hearing that is like that's sad. No child, no kid should feel that way in school. Like we are there to learn, get educated, and to move on. And
Socialize too.
what you say?
Socialize also.
Oh yeah, socialize too, cause we're gonna have to do that when we get a job. Like most definitely, it's kind of like how
Hmm.
school. We was talking about that in the other podcast. How socializing. What was it? Something that we learned in school that affects us now in the real life. I said socializing. How we gotta like talk to people like at work, um like that whole thing. I was like, it's kind of like they're preparing us for the real world like when we get a job or something like that. But it kind of hurts me a little because I feel like nobody should feel that way. I mean, we went to school to learn, to get educated, to be something better in life or be what we want to, and just to be there in school and trying to learn, but then the teacher is not really helping us with that. That's like, it's sad. It's like that's not what's supposed to happen. I mean, yeah, life is life, but we should be able to, I don't know, like direct that. We should be able to like to get help. I mean, they're older than us. They know a little bit more than us. We're just learning and taking it and leaving it with it and doing something with it. So that,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
It's like they should be the one you go to, but
right.
you know, it's like they falling short. But hey, that's when forgiveness come in, and you gotta be like, okay, you leave it in God's hand, because who's gonna provide that social part for my son? Me.
Right.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way to pay for classes for him to join football or whatever sport he want. I gotta make sure all of that happens too. Cause I'm not trying. I'm also thinking about all that. But I don't think that at this point, how schools are and how the country is going, actually, like schools, state schools, it's not a place that they need to be in. You
Yeah.
just have to have people that's actually gonna teach them. Cause I know how these homeschooling parents are too. You know.
Yeah, just let them sit around and this, and that, and it. And I definitely feel like that's probably is what you're telling me right now. Homeschool is the best way. I mean, some people don't do good with socializing. Some people are treated wrong. Sometimes it's just the best thing. Whatever's best for you, you go ahead and thrive and go through it. Because if I
Yeah.
was going through that, I would have been homeschooled too. I'd be like, Mom, you right. Because my mom, my twin, so I be listening to her and everything. Whatever she be saying, I be like, you know what? You're right. Wouldn't be mad about it or nothing. That's the
Yeah.
best. Yeah. Parents know best. Mothers know best. So
Yeah.
I ain't blamed by it. But my next question would be, what practical strategies can students use to manage stress, anxiety, and burnout while juggling academics and personal life.
Okay, I kind of wrote this one down
Okay.
because I had a couple that I wanted to put. So create a routine.
Mhm.
They should create a routine. Having a routine will keep you organized. It'll
Mhm.
keep your mind organized. These are some things that I tell my son also. Um, I say, remember how old you are. Then remember how old your parent is or your parents.
Mhm.
You got time. Stop rushing. Be a kid. You gonna make mistakes. Show yourself grace. The most important part is you keep
Mhm.
going and you keep trying. Can't lose. Can't lose. If you don't ever stop.
I
Keep
like that.
trying. Um,
Okay.
get the work done first.
Mhm.
Then reward yourself. And I think this is a good one. It's a fun one. Then reward yourself. Not go tell mom and wait for mom or dad to reward you.
Mhm.
Figure out reward for yourself. If it's a snack when you come home, you say, "No, I'm gonna do my homework first. Then I reward myself with my snack." You know. So
Mhm. Like
those
that.
are three things. And the last thing is I want to say pray every day. Pray
Yep.
every day.
Give grace to God. Always. I
Yep.
like it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Ding, 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 ding. You
What y'all do now? What y'all be doing now?
oh, well, that was they. I don't really do it that much, but what is that? I think they can like
That's the
clap their
little hand
feet or
clap,
something.
right? Yeah, little hand claps.
Oh yeah, the look. I forgot what I be doing. I can't remember. I be doing this, something like that. I forgot. I used to do it, but yeah,
And give
right
me
now it's
a
like
little bit of that. Yeah, there you
yeah, what
go.
my sister be doing. She like clap that T, clap that
Hmm.
T. I'm like, what? TikTok. I already know it.
Yeah, it's got to be something over there.
Oh yeah,
Girl at work was doing it.
oh Lord, you said a girl at work was doing it. Oh
Hmm.
no.
Girl, I am out the loop. I am not that hip. Trust me, I'm not.
Oh yeah, that's how my mama used to. She don't know nothing about this. She don't even have social media at all. She's like, "What's this?" My
Oh
what my
God.
sister used to be so she be like, "Oh my soul." I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "What is that?" My mama don't be doing nothing. She be like,
Nothing. Out
"If
the
you have
loop.
TikTok." Yeah, no, don't be
Mm.
doing. But yeah, you got it. I don't even know what to say. You just did all three details. All I can say is what was the last one that you said? You said matter of fact, I like the one you said about snack. I like that one. You know, I'm a little bit
Oh
back.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit back myself. So you said little snack. Oh yeah, I
War
definitely be taking a
yourself.
break. I be taking breaks
Mm-hmm.
when I be doing my work. So once I get the home, I get the that what my mom be telling me and my sister. She be like, get the what you say, get the business done first. Then you can do what you want to do later on. So yeah, once I get done, I be getting me a little donut, a little
Yeah.
some
It's
cookies
a
and stuff like that.
work hard, then play hard. Work
Right.
hard, then play hard. Not work hard and play hard. Cause then what you working for?
Nothing.
Yeah. Cause you already playing.
Right. I already
Yeah.
playing. No work putting into it. Nothing. I love me doing a little hard work, lifting up some
Mm-hmm.
boxes, some working out, and then give me some food after. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a big baby for
Yeah.
life now. I'm gonna be a big baby
Yeah.
for life.
Go to gym and you work out, you eat, it's more satisfying.
Yes, it tastes so good after. I'm like,
Mhm.
I said, yeah, these fries taste good. Oh, I love me some fries.
Girl, what you said.
Love me
I
some fries.
love some fries. I can't go to no place that ain't got good fries. If you got bad fries, I'm not gonna go there no more. Mm-mm.
Yeah. All right, so that comes to my last question. So, what role do parents, teachers, and communities play in supporting student mental health, and what changes need to happen to improve this support? I hope I said it right.
Well, I feel like we all have a equal part but different roles to play when it comes to like shaping and molding a young human.
Mhm.
Like for the parent, it comes to like educating them on it. As far as the teacher, I think they're more of the observer and reporting. You know, if they see anything other than the child being able to, like, if it's hindering the child's learning ability or anything like that, then they should be reporting it to the parent, or to the principal, or trying to help out. And as far as like the community, well, that's also up to the parent and putting them in that environment. Also, putting them in the community that they need to be in. So it should be a community that supports mental health, that has patience and understanding, and not as judgmental, because everybody judges, but being judgmental is different from judging. We're gonna look at it and say, "Oh, she got red hair," you know.
Mhm.
Oh, and it's curly, it's not straight. Interesting. We're judging, but
Yeah,
we're not gonna sit here and be judgmental. You
right,
get what I'm saying?
right. It's a
So
difference.
yeah, so have a community, putting them in that community. It's very important. And then as far as like the child themselves, because they also play a part, making sure that we're teaching them that it is also your responsibility at the end of the day. This is your life and your journey. So you need to be serious about that.
Right,
Your child, live your childhood life. But I need you to keep this in mind. It's your life. And you need to be serious about your life.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's most definitely one of the key like details that my family that we have is whatever we want to pursue, any dreams that we want to pursue, we need to be serious about it, like to the point that it don't feel like work to us, but we need to be serious about it. Same thing with school, be serious about it. They cool with a C, but they want us to get a little bit higher. My mom wants to be a little bit higher, get like some A's and B's, but she cool with a C. But if it's a D or F, oh no, we're gonna bring that up. But other
Yeah.
than that, yo, always be serious. Like me, I really love dancing. So I wanted to do something with it in the future. Matter of fact, even now, I was doing ballet since middle school all the way up to high school. Cause they only go up to you graduating. So the
Hmm.
last level I was on was ballet 7, the second year, but I graduated, so I had to. That was like the end for me. But they got adult classes, so I'm thinking about going back to adult classes. I'm actually serious about dancing. I want to do something with it. I want to go on Broadway. I just want to perform. I love performing, so I want to do something with it, and I'm actually really serious about that. Like my sister, she loves doing hair, nails, all the other stuff. She wants to do something with it. She wants to. Matter of fact, the high school that she's going to has a cosmetology. Is that how you say it? A cosmetology school.
Yeah, cosmetology with hair
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, with her and nails and stuff, it actually has like a type of little program and stuff. So she actually got accepted. So now she's gonna go. Like she's serious about that. So now she has
Mm-hmm.
a high school that she's going. Like I'm proud of my sister. But other than that, yeah, that's like some examples and stuff of being serious and stuff. But yeah, I like that being serious about it and then pursuing it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
just understanding like it is your life to live, and you're going to be
right,
an adult one day. So learn the things you need to learn. You can have fun, but make sure that when you in this environment to learn, that's what you're there doing.
right,
Get what you're supposed to get. If you feel like you got it and you got an A, have some fun.
right. Have some
But
fun
make
and
sure,
run with
yeah,
it.
yeah, make sure you do what you got to do first, though.
Right. Take care of the business first. Like we said, take care of the business first. Then you go get you a snack. Right? Feedback. It's okay.
Mhm.
It's okay to get the feedback. But knowing what you know now, I always ask this. I just need to know. Knowing what you know now, what would you have told your younger self about navigating the stress of high school life? Now I'm curious. You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me your secrets.
I think I would have said, "You not crazy. Don't do what they doing. What they do won't make you any better of a person.
Oh yeah.
Actually, who you are now is who you gonna wish you would have stayed. That's what
I
I would have said. Don't change
I
for
knew
nobody."
that. Yep. Hallelujah. You took it right out of my mouth. Yes, you is not crazy.
Yeah,
But hold on, I need you to say one more time. You're not crazy, but what?
you're not crazy. Everybody don't do what everybody else is doing.
Mhm.
Uh, what else did I say? I can't remember what I said. But you're not crazy.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay being who you are.
Right.
Um, don't fall into peer pressure,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
whatever they're doing, it's not important to your life.
Okay, there you go.
You-
I hope y'all heard that. Okay, I hope y'all heard it. That's four right there. Right. Ooh, yeah. Took out my words again. Took it out my mouth again. I love it. I just love it. Well,
you-
thank you so much.
Is that
Thank you so
it?
much.
That's it.
Look, I'm even forgetting. Oh, your website. Your website. I was just thinking about
Oh
that.
yeah.
Can you tell
Hmm.
us your website and matter of fact, and how did it come about? Matter of fact, I forgot to say that. We gotta know that. Most
Okay.
details.
Um. Well, I'm gonna do it this way. My
Okay.
name is Melanie Perpetual. I wrote a book called Not Lost Where We Are. Just for reference. I wrote a book called Not Lost Where We Are. And this book, actually, you want to know my secrets? Buy a book. You got to buy a book. You got to
Okay.
buy it. So this book is actually a poetry book of poems that I wrote since middle school, all the
Okay.
way up till 2022. So in middle school, I learned about poetry. I learned what poetry was. I learned what journaling was, and I began to journal. And um, I started writing poetry to help release and put things out my mind,
Mhm.
But I wrote the book in 2022, where 2020 I had a big breakdown, more like a breakthrough.
Okay.
I had a breakthrough and I was praying and I was like, God, I don't know what to do. Man, COVID took my church, can't go to church. I don't have friends. And my mom lives right around the corner and we don't even talk. So what am I do? And God was like, you got a whole book in front of you. I was cleaning up. I was doing the thing where I was coming out of it. And I was cleaning up and I was just like being frantic around the house, cleaning and everything, organizing. So I had all my journals right there in front of me. And I used it and I wrote the book and I had took 4 months to work 7 days a week and I moved to Seattle, Washington, all the way to the other end of the world. I took my son with me. And while I was writing the book, I started making this website. I said, I'm going to become a blogger. So I made the website. It's a blog site. It's called purposefularts.com.
Okay.
And last year, actually December 2023, I found a new hobby, resin art. So I create things with resin. I use molds to make things, and it brings me a lot of peace. So it's not really a website for selling things. I do have the merch on there, and I have my book on there, which you can find on Amazon also. But it's really a blog site for artists. I kind of want to showcase other people artwork. Being if it's like music, visual arts, literature arts, things like that. However I can basically collaborate with the community.
Right.
Um, and so it's like an art space for readers and art artists. Sorry, it's an art space for readers and artists.
Okay. Wow. That's see. Look at the grace of God. See, once again, He does it again. But that's beautiful. I love that. That's crazy. You said
Thank you.
mom, and then you said no friends. I'm dealing with there a little bit right now, but yeah, it's okay. But
That is very okay because I mean I've met a lot of great women since I moved back home. I've learned. I actually had to learn what the meaning of friends was myself. My journey began when I moved to Seattle. So I learned a lot about why I was like ready to cut people off, why I was so hurt by these people and things like that. Um, and some people would say, oh, mental health, da da da. No, it wasn't really about that. It was just what I was willing to accept and wasn't. And that's coming from them and also the way that I would respond to them. So it wasn't all them either. I learned that I was a very judgmental friend. I had
right.
to reflect on those things. I was always like, well, you need to do this because it'll make you better. I was that friend.
Uh,
And if they wasn't, then I'm like, I did say, well, so I was very judgmental friend. I had to learn those things about myself too.
right. Well, I know this. Just by talking to you now, I could tell that you learned a lot of stuff. That you, I feel like you know what you have told me. You have became a wiser woman, wiser mother. Great. I feel like you're a great mother just by what you're telling me right now. Like, come on, now. We need a
Thank
lot
you.
of those, but just by looking at, that's how I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a wise young woman. Like right now, I'm 18. I'm finna be 19 in May. I want to be a wise young woman, a smart young woman, talented. I want to do something with my life. I want
Hmm.
all of that. So that's why I want to tell everybody else. Y'all can do what y'all want to do if you could just put your mind to it. You can always pursue your dreams if you just work hard and yeah, just pursue it. All that. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But thank you, Miss Free. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for just the words of passion and wisdom. That's all I can say. That's really all I can say. Just it's
Thank you.
such a blessing. Really. Thank you, thank
Well,
you, thank
thank
you
y'all
so
for
much.
having me today. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Well, y'all know what we say. Peace, love, and happiness. Nari's out, y'all.
Beyond the classroom, we rise and soar.